Avengers! Assemble. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. It's the Preventers here, guys, and welcome back to another Marvel Future Fight video. We're here with the Marvel Future Fight December update sneak peek number 2, continuing the What If update, and it's a pretty interesting one, guys. It's going to spark up a lot of conversation. So without further ado, let's go ahead and watch the sneak peek through one time. We'll break it down, watching it the second time, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the possibilities and stuff right after that. Without further ado, let's hop straight on into it. And there it is, a short one today, but still a great sneak peek nevertheless. Obviously, most of the time was probably taken up on this. Yeah, half of the video is sitting on the what if screen, which is funny, but it is still huge because it's giving us a brand new uniform for none other than Nebula. So now that we've watched it through once on its own, let's break it down. So obviously we have this really cool intro again. Like I said, I love what they did with this, and I'm glad that they're using it over and over again because it is really cool. And it kind of fits that what if theme because it has the glass shards kind of broken everywhere. Um, kind of like how in the what if thing you can see like all the broken shards of the characters in the background, so it is pretty cool, and I'm glad that they're starting to use that over and over again. So we see Yondu's little weapon fly by, and then we hear someone whistling for it, and it keeps going back and forth. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was maybe Korath, but it is none other than Nebula, who is dressed up as Yondu and has his little weapon now. And then of course it says what if season 2. So again, I gotta check out the what if trailer again. But apparently Nebula's in it, and there's gonna be an episode where Nebula ends up having Yondu's little dagger thing. So this is from What If season 1. I'm actually not even seeing anything for What If season 2. So maybe it's a spoiler. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to double check the trailer because again, I don't see anything here for what's it called? For Nebula. Let's see. Let's just skim through here. We got Black Panther, Ant-Man. A lot of different possibilities we still have. Obviously, Agent Carter is still a big possibility for the next sneak peek. Getting the Watcher would also be really cool. So there's what's her name from the last sneak peek. There's a different version of Hulk, Rocket. There's her again with Captain Carter. And that's it. So I don't see anything about a Nebula. So I'm wondering if they accidentally spoiled some of it. Nebula with Yondu outfit, I guess. I'm curious, guys. I honestly I'm a little confused at the moment. No, there's literally nothing. There'd definitely be an image popping up here. So I'm wondering if maybe it's just something they made up, or if they are spoiling What If. I'm not sure if all the What If episodes have been released yet. Let's double check. Might as well, guys. The sneak peek's really short, so might as well let this off. Okay, no. So it is here. Okay, so they didn't spoil it. So the first episode actually is gonna be Nebula join the Nova Corps. Then Peter Quill's attacked Earth's mightiest heroes, so the Avengers, and then Kahori reshaped the world, which is the sneak peek we just got. So we might be getting a hit at a new, I don't know, Star-Lord. No, I don't think Star-Lord will get a new uniform. But yeah, Nebula and join the Nova Corps. Because if we go ahead and read what they have to say here, they say the supernova supervillain. What if the supervillain who once helped Thanos has become a member of the Nova Corps? And this is where it gets interesting, and people start to differ, and there's a lot of conversations going on. So they say the supernova supervillain, right? But then over on the forums, they say greetings, agents. This is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. What if the supervillain who once helped Thanos, has become a member of the Nova Corps, the supernova supervillain. Check out this superhero who fights for justice with the intergalactic police force. Thank you. So, first of all, they're saying thank you, meaning we will have a sneak peek number 3 tomorrow, and I can't wait to cover it with you guys. But what I want to talk about here is the fact that Nebula is a female combat, right? Um, she's always been, and she just got her transcended during the Guardians of the Galaxy update. Now, the thing is that for ABX, of course, for the longest time, we have needed a combat female supervillain. We've used Titania a little bit for a while now. And we also have Combat Female Day, where we've needed someone for that as well, because we've been using She Hulk and Valkyrie and Sif and all these other support characters who aren't scoring as high as we'd wish. Now, Nebula can be the answer to ABX players' prayers, because if she gets a tier 4, which is the next sort of subject, nowhere on the sneak peek, I've checked everywhere in the stars, the linings. I even checked the dagger over and over again. There is no symbol indicating tier 4, but you'd have to assume that they are giving her a tier 4, right? Because she just got her transcended in the Guardians update like a couple months ago. So why wouldn't they just go ahead and give her a tier 4 now? How many other opportunities are you going to get to give Nebula a new uniform? So you'd think they give her the new uniform for the What If plus a tier 4, but I'm not sure. Now, if they do, like I said, she will take over an ABX and she will instantly become an ABX meta because she'll take over from She-Hulk and them. But I think I know that she's a superhero now because she joined the Nova Corps, but I feel like they're kind of dropping the ball there because then she could take over multiple days of ABX instead of just one, because then she could take over from Titania as well on female supervillain day. But it seems like she will be a superhero. Now, it's confusing because they say the supernova supervillain, and then they say, what if the supervillain? And then over here again, the supernova supervillain. So it's a little confusing, but I think what does tell you for sure is this last line that she is a superhero, and that because she is now joining the Nova Corp, who are known to be heroes, I think it is confirming to us that she is a superhero, in fact. So yeah, she'll be a combat female superhero, unless they decide to change her typing, which is the next sort of conversation. Because Yondu was a speed, they could say, oh, now that she has the abilities of Yondu, she will be a speed as well, which in case they're really dropping the ball there with her because we already have plenty of tier 4 speed females. We don't need more. Kamala is a great example of someone who they tried making good for ABX and ABL, but she wasn't a tier 4, and that made her sort of kind of useless. And considering we already have like 4 other options at tier 4, I don't really think we need a 5th personally. So yeah, a lot of what ifs, which is kind of ironic. What if she's combat? What if she's speed? What if she gets a tier 4? What if she doesn't get a tier 4? Then she doesn't really have a shot at meta at all, in my opinion. And what if she's a superhero? What if she's a supervillain? A lot of ifs with this sneak peek. Nothing really confirmed other than the fact that we're getting a Nebula uniform. So I guess we'll just have to wait to the patch notes. But it does spark up a lot of conversation, and I do like when they sort of do that, because then it gets the whole community rousing up and trying to guess, and keeps them engaged. Now, as long as we get what most people are hoping for, then it'll pay off. But if it ends up being disappointing, then all that conversation and hype kind of goes down the drain. So I do hope that they don't drop the ball with her and that they make her good, because she deserves it. Honestly, she now just barely getting her transcended when there's been multiple Guardians updates where she could have got upgrades or uniforms. This is also B, by the way, guys. I think her 3rd uniform, and her 2nd uniform is just kind of like a makeover. It's not even, doesn't really change much of her abilities. So I hope they give her a good rework, and I'm honestly looking forward to it. I wouldn't mind tier 4ing her if she does go to tier 4 for that ABX and ABL day. But I guess only time will tell, and we'll have to see. I'm surprised that she wasn't featured in the trailer, but from what I'm reading here, she does have an episode in season 2, which will be coming out soon, the 22nd. So that'll be fun to watch. But anyways, for now, guys, that'll do for my breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, not much else to the sneak peek. I mean, it just ends out with the What If season 2 again, and this time on the bottom actually shows December 22nd, like it did on Twitter on the last one. and that's kind of it. Hoping for someone cool tomorrow. Obviously, I think Nebula's great. I think as long as they don't drop the ball, she'll be great. I'm still looking at a Marvel Zombie, Captain Carter, or the Watcher, hopefully tomorrow to wrap up the update because it'll most likely be our last sneak peek. Maybe we got one more, but if I had to guess, tomorrow's the last one. But anyways, that'll do it for today's video, guys. We'll be back, like I said, tomorrow with a sneak peek and some Loki videos. But for now, that'll do it. Have a great rest of your day, guys. And if you did enjoy the video and you found it helpful, then please consider leaving a like and subscribing. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.